Today I'm going to be talking about the 2009 Thai martial arts film, Raging Phoenix. Have a look at the trailer.
พวกแก๊งอื่นๆทั่วไปอ่ะมันก็จับพวกมีอันจะแดกไปเรียกค่าไถ่ไม่ก็ไปค้าอวัยวะแต่ไอ้พวกเนี้ยมันสนแต่พวกเหยื่อชนิดพิเศษ
เหยื่อชนิดพิเศษเหรอ
ก็คนอย่างมึงหายากพวกจากัวมันชอบแต่ถ้ามึงต้องการค้นหาเด็กสาวคนนั้นมึงต้องยอมเปลี่ยนชีวิตเริ่มเรียนรู้ที่จะฝึกฝนเรียนรู้ที่จะไว้ใจเรียนรู้ที่จะเกลียดและเรียนรู้ที่จะรัก
Raging Phoenix is JeeJa Yanin's second film, and despite the promise that was so apparent in her first film, Chocolate, it doesn't transfer into the second film that she's worked on. Not to denigrate what she's done or to say that she hasn't maintained that high level of expertise and magic that she showed in the first film, she just wasn't allowed to do it in this film. I do have to mention that I mispronounced JeeJa Yanin's name in the entire video review of Chocolate. Oops! Raging Phoenix was written and directed by, and I hope I get this name right, Rashane Limtrakul. And it's a mediocre follow-on to Chocolate. JeeJa Yanin plays Du, who is a female drummer for a band. During a performance, she spies her cheating boyfriend out with another girl, and she stops mid-performance to attack him, which winds up in her being fired from the band. And when this happens, she gets drunk and almost kidnapped by members of the Leopard Gang. Luckily for Ju, she is rescued by Sanim, who happens to be a member of a 4-person strong, drunken hip-hop dancing fighting team. In very short order, we get to meet Pigshit and Dogshit. There is a further member of this gang who we do not meet until later in the film, and his name is, somewhat appropriately, Bullshit. All these individuals of this delightfully different band of martial artists have all had people they love, women they love, kidnapped by the Leopard Gang. Some they have found dead, and others they still haven't found, and they're searching for a way to bring the gang down. They decide to use Du to train her in this drunken sort of dancing martial arts style fighting and use her as bait to try and track down the Leopard Gang. This film started out with a great premise. It took a note from The Leaf of Drunken Master and added in a concept from Chocolate, which featured the hip-hop, breakdancing martial artist from that film. It starts out as a great combination and is interesting, and it feels quite fresh. Now, unfortunately, the film doesn't stick with this fresh and interesting part. It crumbles into a strange plot that deals with perfume, slaves, and kick-ass martial arts. And no, I'm not talking about Do and her gang of 4 drunken hip-hop martial art masters. The kick-ass martial art moves of the film all belong to the Leopard Gang. Because these drunken hip-hop masters forget everything, obviously, that they've learned, including Do, they get their asses handed to them on a plate. Raging Phoenix, unlike Chocolate, tends to get too convoluted for its own good. Part of the thing that lets this film down is, unlike Chocolate, they do use wire work. They use it a lot, and it's obviously wire work. And it takes an awful lot away from the choreographed scenes that you see. Now, I could be wrong. They might not be using wires, but if they aren't, I'll be very surprised. All in all, this wasn't a good vehicle for JeeJa Yanin. It allows her to be cute. It allows her to be spoiled, rich, drunk, impetuous, stubborn, but it does not allow her to show how effortlessly she does the martial arts stunts. Raging Phoenix is entertaining to a degree. It's nowhere near as jaw-droppingly impressive as Chocolate was. And I've watched the film probably 3 times now, and each time I literally have to force myself to watch the entire film. About midway through, I get fed up and want to turn the thing off. And they just lose me completely. The second they get in contact with the Leopard Gang, that's it. Interest gone, don't care anymore. The good news is, JeeJa is still making martial art movies. The film The Protector Part 2, or The Protector 2, is in production, which means she's still working and showing the world how talented she really is. Raging Phoenix is worth a watch if it's streamed. Right now it's on Netflix, so you can watch it for quote-unquote free. But it's not something I'd rush out and buy. But worth a look, like I said, if you're getting it streamed, or you can find it for really cheap to rent somewhere. Right, that's me for now. And until next time, keep watching the movies and have fun. Bye. Name only, which makes no sense. I'll just double check. Stop saying and bullshit. No. Deer in the headlight.